Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever wanted to add Apple CarPlay, Google Maps, Android Auto to the main screen of your Tesla, I got a product that'll do just that. Let's get into it. So this little device right here is an Android Auto and Apple CarPlay adapter for your Tesla Model Y or Model 3. Really easy and kind of brilliant design, and I'm excited to get into it today. So I want to thank the guys over at Ply Yard who sent this over to me. Big thank you to them. I think this is going to be a great product. It's really easy to install from what I've seen and works pretty well. You want kind of Google Maps up on your actual main Tesla screen there. So unboxing this, it's just a simple little device right here inside Ply Yard. So you get, the charging adapter port, and then it's kind of pretty inconspicuous. There's not a whole lot else going on. The little screen protector here we'll pull off. I love that it's branded, so it shows that they take care and are proud of their product. What else in the box? You get a couple different charging cords. So a few different ways you can plug this in. I think you have looks like a C to C USB cord there, and then also a USB type A to C cord as well. So if you want to plug it in the front of your car or down in the armrest, you can either do that either way. And a really nice instruction manual in a few different languages, which is really nice. Kind of tells you how to connect it, what the little LEDs mean on there. So let's get into installing this product in the car, and I'll walk you guys step by step through that process. All right, so we're inside the Tesla. So one of the first things we're going to do is actually plug this in to give it some power. Now I want to preface this by saying I record these videos on my phone, and so I am going to have to do a little bit of messing with the settings to turn on the Bluetooth and the hotspot. You guys aren't going to be able to see all of that, but I'll describe what I'm doing in as much detail as I can. So let's get this plugged in. Plugging in the simple USB there. And I'm going to find one of the power ports down in here and just kind of plug it in this way. All right, we got it. We should see it light up. Hopefully you can see that on camera. Now we have power. Now one of the next things we have to do, according to the instruction manual, is find and connect it to Bluetooth via our phone. So I'm going to do that. And I think it's going to make me exit the video. So I'll come back once I have it all set up and connected on my phone.
12 seconds later.
All right. So I got the device connected to my Bluetooth. It's super simple. Following the actual written instructions is highly recommended for something like this, but you only have to do this once or twice, and then it'll be connected whenever you get in the car, and no big deal. So I turned on the Bluetooth settings in my phone, easily found the actual device here. It's called AutoKit with some numbers behind it, paired it via Bluetooth, super duper simple. It found it right away. Then I turned on the hotspot on my actual mobile phone. That's what you'll be using to get a Wi-Fi signal to the actual device here, and then you'll connect that Wi-Fi signal to your car here in a second. But what these indicator lights mean real quick is this top one means it's connected to my phone. It's phone interconnection status. The green light flashes slowly after it has a successful connection. Green light has a successful connection on the Wi-Fi light, and then the device has power. So we're cooking with gas right now. Let's get into what we have to do on the actual Tesla screen next. All right, so now our device is connected. It's powered up. I have it tucked away down underneath here in my sliding center console. It's connected to my Bluetooth phone, and I have a hotspot going from my phone right now. What you need to do now is when you actually come to the car, we're going to connect to the actual mobile kit through our Wi-Fi network. So we go into Wi-Fi. We're going to find that AutoKit AF51. Oops, changed it on me. Oh, where'd they go? There we go. AutoKit AF51. Click on that. The password to do it's always the same from the factory. It's 8 8s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. It pulls up your AutoKit. So that's what we're connected to now is our Wi-Fi network. That's the one that we're kind of showing is the one we want to use. So we're going to connect to it. And it should show up right there that we're connected to it. When you're on it, what you want to do is bring down this menu and hit this button, Remain Connected in Drive. Really important so that you're actually able to see the Google Maps and the Android Auto, what you want to see on here as we're driving around. All right, so now that we've connected the device to our Wi-Fi in our car, we hit the button that says Remain Connected in Drive. We're actually going to be opening up a browser window, which is going to show on the right side of our screen here, and that's going to be where we control Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Google Maps, all that good stuff. So I'm going to go into my apps here, open up a browser window. And in this browser window, the website you're going to be going to is testpush.com with one S, TESPUSH.com. Boom, and you're right there. I like to favorite this window, and I already have, so that when I come into my browser, it's already kind of right there for me. So if I go back a little bit, I have this link interface button, and there it comes up. So as you can see, we're looking at Google Maps right now on our Tesla main screen. Pretty convenient. Say we want to search for something nearby, the children's zoo. We'll go to the children's zoo, 17 minutes away. Easy navigation right here on your screen. Really kind of convenient and nice. And it's just there. I love using Google Maps for my navigation, so it's just here. It's available for you to use. In a little bit, we'll take a drive and see how this sounds, but I really like this functionality. You can also get into your YouTube Music here. This is just kind of like connecting any sort of Android Auto device, your smartphone or anything like that, to any other car. So it's really convenient. You can do your calls and things like that from here. You can do voice assistant, all these good stuff. So lots of cool features here that you can do. And let's see. So if I go back home, yeah, it's all in my settings and all that stuff. So pretty kind of intuitive device. A little bit of patience is required, a little bit of lag as you're going through these kinds of menus. It's not completely as snappy as your normal Tesla interface, but it's still really convenient. I like this kind of screen. This is what I normally use in my other vehicle. I have my music over here and then kind of my Android Auto screen of where I'm going. So I like this a lot. Let's go for a drive, and I want to see how this all looks as we're driving around. We hit that maintain connection and drive button. So let's see how it all looks when we go. And there you go. You have Google Maps right on your navigation screen of your Tesla. It's not messing with any of the autopilot, any of that. Completely separate features. It's just keeping a browser window with the access you have over on the right side of the screen. So it's really actually kind of convenient. You can still kind of expand all the features you want, pull it back, click right back into that browser, and you're right there. So I think it's super cool. I think it gives you anything you'd want. If you really want just Google Maps navigation, you can get it here, which is really kind of nice. You can listen to your YouTube Music, anything else. I'm an Android guy, and so I like having Google Maps at my fingertips whenever I want it. And it's actually super responsive as we come up to this corner. It's telling us exactly where to go. So a really nice kind of functionality and feature so far. Another nice feature that I just found is the actual voice command assistance work through like Google Music or Android Auto. So if you hit voice commands, navigate me to the nearest gas station. And boom, just like that, it's actually showing you kind of where the nearest gas station is. So super cool. Well, that about wraps up our review and install of this Android Auto Apple CarPlay connection box from Plyard. I appreciate them sending this over to me for a review. I think it's a cool little product. If you really want to have Waze, Google Maps, some of that functionality on your actual Tesla screen itself, this is the way to do it. It's really simple. It was easy to set up. My understanding is when you leave the car and you come back in, it's actually going to connect right away for you. So there's no big deal there. You might have to turn on your Bluetooth and just connect it that way. But once you have your actual browser menu set up, you're great to go. It's a really nice product there. Appreciate you guys coming and checking out the channel again. Link to this product in the description if you're interested in it. And then, as always, please feel free to like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys coming back to the channel, and it helps me out a lot. So take care. Have a great day.